Hello, my fellow gardeners. This is Gardening with Mel, and I just want to share my gardening experience with you today. For Mother's Day, I was gifted a lemon tree, a grapefruit tree, and a bottle brush tree. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pot up one of our trees today, just to show how I do it. And I decided to not put it directly into the ground this year because it is a very young citrus tree, and I want it to focus on its roots right now before I actually put it into the ground. So I just want to try the potting method this time around. That way, if we do get another freeze next season or something like that, I can move it into a safe place to prevent it from perishing like I did my last citrus tree plants that I had. Okay, so just gonna jump right into it. Okay, go ahead and put my gloves on. And what I have done is I have already put in I have some compost, I have some topsoil, and I'm getting ready to add in some perlite to the little mixture that I have. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of mix this up. This is the topsoil that I purchased. I just bought some regular topsoil, doesn't have to be any special name brand. And then I had some compost, any kind of compost that you have, no special compost. And I'm going to go ahead and add in some perlite, and that helps with drainage. Now the pot that I'm putting it in, since it's a very small citrus tree, I put in 2 holes on the side for drainage, and also I have some holes in the bottom. So I added those extra holes in there. So drainage is very important when it comes to having your citrus trees. So you don't want any sitting water in there. You want those roots not to sit in water. Okay, so I'm going to open up this perlite, and we're just going to pour some in. Put the gloves back on. Put it in the middle. It's pretty windy today, so just gonna put it in the center and then mix it in. I'm gonna mix it all in. Now, you can either use your hands or you can use some garden tools. You can use a hoe, you can use a shovel, whatever you choose to use for you. Now, sometimes people have back issues or it's kind of a little uncomfortable, so if you have those types of garden tools, please use those. We don't want anyone hurting themselves while they're gardening. You do what works for you. Okay, so we're adding in mixing in this compost with the topsoil. So we're basically making our own soil mixture for our potting for our citrus tree. I'm going to be potting up the grapefruit tree here. It's a white pomelo grapefruit tree. That's the name of the type of grapefruit tree that it is. Okay, I'm going to add a little more perlite. Now, I'm just eyeballing this, not putting in any measurements. I don't have any cups. We're just mixing this all in. Okay, so I've placed it in here. You're gonna see it's about, still want it to go a little bit deeper in here. Yeah, that's it right there. So now we're going to go ahead and shovel in the rest of this soil mixture. Whenever you make a mistake, it's okay. You can just do it again. You can never make any mistakes. You live and you learn when it comes to gardening. Over the years, I guess you can say I've been gardening for quite a bit of time. Not much. I do remember my parents, grandparents. I remember as a kid gardening with my grandparents. So you never thought that just by watching your grandparents and your parents or whoever raised you when they were out in the garden, you'd be surprised at what you remember once you get back into it. So it's in us, it's built in us. Okay, so just gonna add a tad bit of water. Because I haven't got it in this permanent spot that I'm gonna put it, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in there like that. Okay. So there you have it. The citrus tree has been planted. So now you can go ahead now, put it in a spot, sunny spot that it should be in. Direct sun. Fertilize it. Fertilize it. Don't ever be afraid to fertilize it. As long as it has leaves and it's flourishing, you can always put eggshells, coffee grounds, things. Just dig a hole into the soil, put that stuff in there. Eggshells, whatever, crush them up, stick them down in there, water it in. That tree will flourish. So that's our focus, is to make sure we fertilize our citrus trees.